Um, Hi. All right, let's get into it. Hi, welcome to this week's video. If you have come back, thank you for coming back. If you're new here, please make sure that you like and subscribe if you like what you see and you want to see more. I started a video series on this channel like over a month ago now, where I just shared what it was like moving from Kansas City, Missouri here to Orlando, Florida. And then I fell off and haven't posted since because of life and school and just all kinds of things happening behind the scenes. So I just wanted to take a little bit of time today and just kind of share like some final thoughts on the move and stuff. I've been really itching to make new videos and post this channel recently, but I felt like I owed it to myself to just kind of tie up the moving series in a tidy little bow. So let's go ahead and get into that. Future editing Ari, coming at you to let you know. I thought my setup was nice and sophisticated. As I am now editing, yeah, they know you're editing. You just called yourself editing Ari. Yeah, that tracks. Now that I've gone back and looked at this footage, the camera was shaking the whole time because I kept moving the table. It's a lesson. I'm not going to refilm it, so if that bothers you, just giving you a heads up now. I don't know, maybe subscribe. Stick around for the next one when I put my tripod on the floor where it's supposed to be. So, why Orlando? Like, there's 50 states, lots of cities. US is a big place, lots of places we could have gone. But why did we decide to move to Orlando of all those places? And the short of it is that it's closer to family. I have family in North Carolina. My partner has family in North Carolina, and then he also has family down here in Florida. Not specifically in Orlando where we are, but around Florida. So it just made a lot more sense for us with the things that we like to do and the amount that we were traveling anyway to move back to the East Coast to be close to our families. So that way, it makes the holidays a little bit less stressful when we don't have as far to go with the dogs and things like that. And then also, it's just more central to where both of our families are. I think it makes a lot more sense for where we are in our life now that we're engaged. We're planning a wedding and stuff. It makes sense to be more central to both of our families. Also, it's a lot warmer here. In case you didn't know, Kansas City is really cold, and I was actually born in Ohio. I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio area, and I grew up with snow and stuff. We moved to the Carolinas when I was like about to go into high school. So I was accustomed to like snow and cold, but after moving to the Carolinas and then moving back to the Midwest, I realized very quickly that I actually don't like the cold like that. Yeah, so I'm just not really built for that kind of weather. I don't like the cold very much, and I prefer to be somewhere where it doesn't get as cold, where it doesn't snow. I mean, I already said it once, but we have 2 dogs, and dogs require a lot of time outside, and we like to be outside with our dogs. I mean, we like to go on hike. My fiance proposed to me on a hiking trail that we would visit a lot when it was warm in Kansas City. So with the things that we like to do, it made more sense for us to live somewhere that stayed warmer more throughout the year than it does in Kansas City. We lived through one of the worst winters that Kansas City had ever seen. So this is my first time experiencing a blizzard, and as you can see, there was not much left at the grocery store. This is the morning of after it had really started to snow, and I just felt like that was enough winter for me for a lifetime. Another reason we decided to move to Orlando is that it's actually surprisingly not that expensive here. I think a lot of places, like big cities, Orlando's a pretty big city. People say that Kansas City is a pretty big city. I've visited places like Miami and Chicago, and I grew up in like the Charlotte area, Charlotte, North Carolina area, and I would say like Chicago's like a really big city. I don't know if I necessarily consider Kansas City to be as big. You hear all the time about like big cities being really expensive, and I can't even lie to you, like it's not cheap to live in Florida. Like there are some pros as far as I guess taxes and things like that when it comes to the work that you do and state taxes, things like that. But in terms of like rent prices, cost of gas, that's my dog Benji back there. He has a cone on right now. He's not very pleased with me, but yeah. Would you like to say hi too? Oh. So another reason why we moved here is because it's actually not that expensive for the size of city that it is. A lot of big cities are pretty expensive. I mean, New York, Miami, LA, like you hear like how expensive it is for rent and things like that. And Orlando is not like the cheapest place to live. It's of course a bit more expensive than Kansas City, but the trade-off there is that it is a slightly larger city. Cost of living wise, like Kansas City probably has Orlando beat, but you do run into trade-offs with that, which is kind of like the next reason why we did decide to move when we did, just because there's a lot more career opportunities here in Orlando. I will be graduating soon, and as far as career growth and things go, being in a city that has more economic potential just means that my job options aren't as limited out here. So that definitely added to our decision. Just as my like final thoughts on Orlando, I love it here so far. I mean, I haven't been here very long, but already I've seen quite a bit of what's around us. My parents came to visit already. We got to explore some of the nature. I've been to the Orange County History Museum, which was a really fun experience. The weather's been pretty good. There's a hurricane on the way, so we'll see if I still believe that after this weekend. But I mean, I'll take a hurricane over snow, I think. I think I prefer hurricane to snow. I think if I had to choose between the two, I pick hurricane every time. So yeah, I love it here. Thoughts on Kansas City?
Be nice.
I'm finding it.
It take you that long to find it?
It does.
I think living in Kansas City showed both my partner and I exactly what it is that we value in the place that we live. So, like, all of the things that I mentioned, I would put as the top priorities when it comes to the place that we live. How close in proximity it is to our family, the weather, the cost of living in the area, and the economic opportunities. Like those are the key things that we were really able to suss out when living in Kansas City. Of course, Kansas City was much farther from family, and it's really cold. It's really the only box that Kansas City checked for us the only box that Kansas City was checking for us was the cost of living. I mean, like, it is very cheap to live there. But we could not give up the other three values we have for the place that we live just based on that alone. So final thoughts on that, I don't think I would move back. I don't think you'll see me moving back to Kansas City anytime soon. Or the Midwest in general, really. I just don't think I'm built for the cold. Moving on. What now? What's next? I mean, we're here. We made it, obviously. And we've come to the end of the moving series. What's next for us here in Orlando? Like I said, I've done a little exploring already, but Orlando's a really big city, so I am excited to really just like keep, finding all the little hidden gems, trying some more local spots. I haven't done like a lot of secondhand shopping out here, which is something I'm so excited to do because I'm a psycho and I have a spreadsheet of a bunch of places that I want to go and try, and some of those places are thrift stores, and that, like, I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited to see what little gems are just hiding in Orlando out here. So yeah, my family's already come to visit twice since being here. Like I said, it's only been a month, and we've already gone to visit some of Steven's family since being here. So, obviously, like, spending more time with family was really on our list. Like, we were quite far for a while, and even though we made seeing our family a priority, like, we definitely have more access to see them now, and that's really important. So we'll be doing lots more of that. And I would say, lastly, just putting down more roots. I mean, I personally don't know anyone here. Like, I don't have any friends here yet. So meeting more people, going to community events, volunteering, becoming a part of the community. And I think that's what's next. So if those kind of things interest you, definitely keep watching. Like I said earlier, subscribe. If you found this moving series helpful in any way, shape, or form, you're moving to Kansas City or to another state, or you're moving to Orlando, definitely let me know in the comments below. If you've lived here before or you live here currently, what are some of your favorite things to do around here? I would love to connect. So definitely let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye. Hi, welcome to a new video. Wow, did you miss me, all 10 of you? Hi, Mom. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this mic is just for show because I can't get it to work properly. So, yeah, it's fine. It's okay. Gosh, my bangs are so in my face today. Can't even, I did them like this. Like, I purposefully do my hair like this, so is what it is. Let's do this thing. ASMR, even though my mic isn't working. They're gonna be here. They live here too. Half this video is about them anyway. We moved here because we have dogs. Kansas City checked for us when it... This thing is just for show. This thing is just for show. It says it's on, but it won't connect. I gotta show you how sophisticated my setup is right now. I gotta show you. So, we're in my kitchen, and I can see myself because my phone's connected to my laptop right here. Like, I can obviously, like, you're the camera, you're moving. It's like Inception to be that close to it. Got my notes up right here in my Google Drive. But this mic is not working. It's not connected. It is picking up sound strictly from my laptop. A Coke Zero, a Smelly Tissue, 1 dog, 2 dog. Argos, what are you doing? Okay, Bye for real.